All right, typically this is just a random monitor showing our feed and our broadcast. For those of us who aren't here sitting at any of these three chairs, this is helpful for us to kind of keep track of what's going on here. Over here, this is where the position of a technical director would sit. So not quite the director, but they look at the tech aspects of it. This is the TriCaster, the TC1. We're very lucky to have a piece of equipment like this and get to use it. It's pretty straightforward though. Technical director, what we typically expect from them is that they switch in between the cameras. So as I mentioned, like we want to switch shots occasionally when we're transitioning through subjects in our show. Those cameras will be on, and back here, the technical director is going to switch between, a one shot, a two shot. This monitor here is where we load up all of our graphics or video packages that we've made throughout the week. It comes onto here. This actually has a way more involved screen. If I had the password, we can definitely make another video and show you guys how to use that. Yeah, it's pretty involved. When you run here, you're the position of graphics. And graphics is quite a position. You got to stay on the ball. You got to be listening for ear cues. People should be providing scripts for you ordinarily to really help you out there. Sometimes they don't. They just tell you, like, listen for the, and please show the picture. Then you got to guess. So, but yeah, like you're pretty much just clicking. And then from the technical director's perspective too, they will bring this stuff up as well themselves sometimes. And also from the graphics perspective, you can also fade up from images, play things, the other thing too that's super important for us is when we run our underwriting ads. Shout out all of our underwriters. We appreciate you contributing to the show. Running the ads are super important. Like I said, mentioned the people that sponsor us, they give us a lot of money, or if not cash exchanges, certainly like free food and stuff like that. And we really appreciate them. It's important that we give them the love. And so that's very important from a graphics person. You got to take the commercial breaks when we need to take the commercial breaks. This is our soundboard. The Live Track L20, we don't call it that at all, but this is our soundboard. And so from here, you're going to know when you come in here for like a dry run, for example, before we run the show, you should check all the mics here. So if the lav mics, you need to know what's an input 1, what's an input 4, so on and so forth. And you're going to check for who's got the voice here and adjust accordingly before the show. For mostly like for on-camera talent, the hosts are going to be there all show. You want to know exactly where their voice is going to be at, right? Obviously, we'll get guests coming in and out of the show, in particular on Thursdays for Inside Out. And you're going to want to have to adjust on the fly as you hear them. Again, if they're a super deep, booming voice, you might want to bring it down a little. If they have a high voice, you might want to be able to adequately adjust for their pitch. But that's pretty much all this is. This is a speaker for you as an audio person to certainly hear how loud or not it's coming in through the broadcast here. And also this helps the director stay on cue. You also have a headset you can use as well. So this little blue chair is the director's chair. Now, if you're the director, the best way I could describe it is you're the captain of the ship. You're the coach. You're not going to get credit for when things go right, but you're going to get, the onus is on you if things go wrong. The host and the talent, they're the players. And so they can win the game for you if they do an exceptional job, but you need to be able to put them in positions for them to succeed. And so ultimately, that's what this chair is here. I was the director. I never sat in this chair for obvious reasons. So it's a very important job. It's the overarching, we do this. No, our teachers aren't our directors. This is a student-run broadcast. And so we elect people and kind of vote on them like, hey, I think you'd be a good director. You'd have some good qualities that we're looking for. You have an overall understanding of how things go on in the studio here. And so you will get nominated for this position. It sounds a little more technical than it is, but if you can do it, it's a lot on your plate, especially the first 2 shows. And then after that, everyone knows their roles. It kind of fills in and you can really settle in there. So we use these headsets to communicate with one another. So ordinarily, like we throw them on and, talking to the earpiece, right? And so ordinarily the director is going to have one. The TD is going to have one because maybe they need to talk as well. And that's ordinarily how many people in the control room need one in there. Sometimes graphics has one, and that's helpful. And the audio rarely is going to need it, but sometimes they need it. So, and then we'll have a stage director out there on camera too, and they're the ones getting people in and out of time. So, for example, if we need an interview to wrap up super quick, they're like, hey, give them a quick wrap. We need to wrap this up now. Well, we can't physically open this door. But that would be unwise. We can't open this door and yell out like, wrap it up. because we're going to interrupt the broadcast there. So what we do is we tell them that, hey, give them a quick wrap. The stage director out there on camera 2 is going to start this. We'll have 2 other people on the other 2 cameras. They'll usually start doing this. And that's how the person knows how to wrap up the interview. Thanks, guys, for joining us on this tour of the studio. Like I said, don't be afraid to ever ask for help if you don't know what you're doing. And then certainly when you know what you're doing, create content. Do it for yourself. Do it for the school. Do it for whoever. But it's really important to gain the experience and the confidence more than anything of knowing what you're doing so you can apply it out in the field. Follow us on KMSU 19 Minot State if you're not. Subscribe there on our YouTube or follow us on Instagram. We post cool reels there every now and then. And yeah, see you guys on the next video.